If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
I'm a Buffalo fanatic. Hey, I'm a Buffalo fanatic. Hey, I'm a Buffalo fanatic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. The Rico Report, brought to you by you know who, the Buffalo Fanatics. Let's go. Bills are 2-0. It feels good, don't it? Watching the week 2 slates go down, the afternoon games, the night games, Sunday night, Monday night, all that good stuff, knowing our teams don't have to play no more because we handled business. And business we handled. And we didn't just take care of the Dolphins. We didn't just take care of them. Yeah, we packed them up. Like the young boys like to say, the young kids these days, we were smoking that pack, right? I don't even like that saying, to be honest with you. But that's exactly what we did to the Dolphins, man. We put them away. And the big talk was, this is the year the Dolphins need to do what they need to do to the Bills, right? They need to get rid of the Bills. They need to take down the big bad wolf. They need to take down the big bro. It's going to be some time, man. There was a time where my older brother, obviously I got an older brother. You guys already know, the Dallas Cowboy fan, and he's probably not happy right now because his Dallas Cowboys got drubbed by the Saints. We're going to talk about that. I got a Power 10 ranking that we're going to go through. But folks, it's one of those moments where you gotta really my man say, yo, the Finn Girl pack. Yeah, we definitely smoked that. But there's a moment where we have to kind of give some respect to what, and we'll get into it, what McDermott and Bobby Babich is doing with this defense, man. Because there's a lot of guys, if you go around the league, forget about the league. If you go around asking fans of other teams, for the most part, NFL fans know who's who on whose team. If you were to ask them, yo, you know who Jamarcus Ingram is? Nah. You know who Cam Lewis is? Nah. You know who Damar Hamlin is? Isn't that the guy that? Exactly. Yo, there's a whole lot of guys on the squad that nobody knows. Nobody knows. Ain't nobody talking about them, and that's exactly how we like to keep it. Don't need to talk about our boys. You really don't. And I'm liking everything that I'm seeing. But folks, if you guys are tuned in for the very first time, do me a favor, smash that like as you guys enter the chat, as you enter the room. If you haven't subscribed, you guys, I've been hearing about these Buffalo Fanatics cats. I've been hearing about this Rico cat. I've been hearing about this Z-Bar cat. Who are these cats? Don't worry about it, man. All you got to do is hit that subscribe, hit that little bell that notifies you when we go live, and that's it. Sit back and chill and wait for your phone to ring. Bing, your boy's on. And that's how we want to keep it, right? So here's the deal, folks. We got a hot show for you guys today. We want to talk about a few things. We're going to get into, obviously, what the Bills were able to do to the Miami Dolphins. That's number one. We're going to talk about what took place around the NFL and how it actually affects the Bills, and power rankings. We want to get into the power rankings, but my Tuesday night shows are my favorite because we get a chance to get into, I mean, what took place the last game, right? It feels like it's been a long time, but I still want to relive that moment, because once we're done on Tuesdays, we talk about week 2. It's It's out there. It's over with. I'm still not done. I mean, for a team like the Bills beating a team that most folks thought were in line to take the division. I mean, listen, man, the last time we checked, we got this division 4 times straight. We working on getting the 5th. We on the way. It's just going to take some time. We got to work some kinks out. But there were some really good things that happened in this game, and we're going to talk about it. And we have our segment, the good, the bad, the ugly. We'll talk about the things that we love. We'll talk about the things that didn't make me too happy. And then we'll talk about the downright ugly things that took place in this past game. Right? We'll get through it all. But folks, let's get right into it. And I want to kind of get this out of the way and talk about the NFL slates that took it, the games that took place this week that shocked us a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time. Obviously, we'll talk about the Bills and the Dolphins, but boy, oh boy, these Saints led by Derek Carr and Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave's doing anything. Yo, Shaheed is doing his thing. I just actually made a trade with one of the dudes in my my fantasy. I don't know how, but I auto drafted Jake Ferguson from the Dallas Cowboys tight end. I guess this guy was hurting for a tight end. So he was offering me Aaron Rodgers and some free agency money and all that stuff. I was like, bro, don't play with me. Stop playing with me. So I countered and said, yo, give me Shaheed. I'll give you Ferguson. Call it a day. My brother said yes. And Shaheed went off, and that got me my win. Salute to y'all for making that trade with me. So we go keep rolling. But let me get into the Saints just for a little bit. Yo, these Saints not playing around. These Saints are for real, and they absolutely folded the Dallas Cowboys. That $60 million quarterback named Dak Prescott, he looked like a $200,000 quarterback that game. That wasn't it. The whole team just folded. Defense didn't show up. Offense, the Saints were real. The Saints were the real deal. Somebody say, F the Saints. Nah, bro. You got to respect those Saints, man. They're putting up points, and that defense is going. Big shout out to the Saints, man. These Saints are sitting at 2-0. Stop playing, man. So, obviously, the Buccaneers had a big game. They took down the Lions. The Lions were a favorite to win this game. The Lions are also a favorite to obviously take down the NFC North yet again. So we'll see how that all shakes out and plays out. But the Bucs, man, pay attention to the Bucs. The Bucs are doing all right, folks. Baker Mayfield, one of the best things that's ever happened to Baker Mayfield is leaving Cleveland. Right? He's almost reinvented himself with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Big shout out to them. I mean, the Browns should have absolutely kept Baker Mayfield, and they got an absolute train wreck out there with Deshaun Watson, but they squeaked themselves a win. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. The Colts with Anthony Richardson. I don't know what to make of Anthony Richardson, man. I don't know what to make of him. Do you treat him like he's Daniel Jones? I don't think I'm gonna disrespect him like that. Do you treat him like a Josh Allen when Josh Allen came into the league? Just super raw. You just got to find someone that can show him the way and show him how he's supposed to do things. I don't know what to make it. And AR-15. I don't know. First game comes out looking pretty decent, goes toe-to-toe with the Texans. And then just poo-poos the bed against the Green Bay Packers. I get it. The Green Bay Packers are not a joke. They can play. But man, oh man, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go from there. By the way, shout out to my man, Corey Buffalo. Yo, nice t-shirt you got there, sir. Where'd you get that? You know where I got that. I got to represent for the Bills backers of Birmingham. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Corey knows what time it is. Appreciate you. So, yeah, man, the Colts, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to deal with to think of these Colts, man. You got firepower at the running back position. You got firepower at the receiver position. You got Alec Pierce. It's not a slouch. See what I'm saying? You got the rookie Donai Mitchell. You got your number one receiver that you just signed. What is it, man? O-line is decent. Is it the quarterback? Is it the offensive coordinator? What's going on out there? I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of these Colts. 0-2 sitting right now. Packers are 1-1. Malik came through, did what he had to do, and he's got these Packers at 1-1, just in time to let Love heal up. And when Jordan Love does come back, man, these boys might be ready to go. The Jets take down the Titans. Will Levis, bro. Will Levis is frustrating as ever. He has all the tools to be a star in this game. He can be. If he stops goofing around and doing what Josh Allen was doing in his first years of throwing stuff backwards and doing some wild stuff and throwing, you got to chill out, bro. Because the Titans should have won that game. They should have won that game. They're playing around, man. But the Jets look good, man. The Jets' run game looks good. Aaron Rodgers looks pedestrian to me. I haven't really seen anything fantastic from Aaron Rodgers. Pedestrian night, if you ask me. I didn't see anything special. 18 for 30, 176 yards, 6 yards a pop, 2 touchdown passes. I'll give it to him. Nothing great. So wait till my man comes through to Buffalo. I mean, we gonna put it on you now. We gonna put it on you. But let me keep rolling, man. Colts, Packers, Jets, Titans. The Jets just squeaked by Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. Those two boys are the 1-2 punch, man. They're the real deal, man. I tried looking to see if anybody snuck by and took him in my free in fantasy. Boy, that boy was scooped up early. So he gone. 49ers, Vikings. Yo, 49. I'm not saying the 49ers are fraudulent. I'm not. I'm really not. But fam, the Vikings really brought it to you, man. The Vikings absolutely brought it to you guys. And I'll give you Brian Flores. Brian Flores had a defensive scheme ready to take y'all down, and he did that. Sam Darnold was like, yo, y'all should have never cut me. I'm going to show you what's really good. Let me show you a 97-yard bomb to my guy, Jake Jets. Hey, Vikings 2-0 over the 49ers. The 49ers, I don't know, man, they look a little lackluster to me. A little lackluster. The 49ers are the favorite to go back to the Super Bowl. Which can't lose. I mean, listen, we all know that every year there are teams that lose games they shouldn't have lost. You know the drill. The Bills are due for one at least this year. I don't know who it's going to be, right? Some people were saying it was going to be the Vikings. The Vikings could have been the team that took us down because it's week 1. I'm not too sure about that. Wasn't too sure about that. I knew that we were supposed to win that game. But every team has that one game they lose. Maybe this is the one that 49ers lose. But don't forget, last year they lost 3 in a row. Bang, bang, bang. And then they kind of get their ish together. So you can never really count these games, but this was significant enough because, I mean, yes, you're missing CMC, but that rookie running back, undrafted rookie running back, over 100 yards again. So that's a good back. Anyway, Seahawks take down the Patriots in a close one, 23-20. Patriots look good, man. I'm not going to lie. Patriots are not the team that, we thought we were just going to roll over. They're going to fight. Jared Mayo got these boys playing. They got a good defense. And listen, Jacoby Brissett is not one of those. He's your typical premier backup, right? He ain't like a star player. He's just a guy that is a game manager, will get the job done for you, and he'll keep rolling. But I'm going to say this, though, man. When it's all said and done, the Patriots are the Patriots, but they're not going to lay down for folks. They're just not going to lay down. They're actually better than we want to give them credit for. Giants lose again, 21-18. Daniel Jones had a decent game, over 200 yards passing. Not a bad game. 10 receptions from elite neighbors. A top 10 pick. So crucial. They just got to get better play. They got to get better play from Daniel Jones. He didn't have a bad game. It's just that you can't get away with field goals all day, man. You can't get away with field goals. You got to start putting points on the board. You really do. Chargers. J.K. Dobbins has resurrected his career. He's ready to roll. He's doing big things. Give the shout out to the Chargers, but they played a team that is the Panthers. Speaking of the Panthers, I got to get this off before I get into my Bills talk. Bro, how do you guys feel about these teams drafting these players, these quarterbacks, top 10, making them the future of the team, and then giving up on them in the year 2, week 2? This gives me, and I'm not saying that he was a star, but this gives me E.J. Manuel vibes, right? E.J. Manuel drafted by the team. Obviously, a new coach comes in, and I think E.J. Manuel went 2-2. 2-2, had the team 500, and then boom, benched. And then it was never the same after that. And that's what they're doing to this Bryce Young guy. I know he's been rough. I know he's a small quarterback. He's not doing as great as he needs to. Put pieces around him. Like, Chuba Hubbard, you think Chuba Hubbard's going to do it for you? You think Miles Sanders is going to do it for you? You think Xavier Legette was going to do it for you? Bro, man, there's a lot to be had with this squad. They've got to improve it. It's defensively, they've lost some pieces, right? I know they had Frankie Louvu on the squad. They lost him. So I know there's some pieces that were lost, but golly, That the owners, everybody is involved with picking that player. Y'all did that, not him. He's struggling, yes, but y'all just bench him. I mean, I guess you got to put the team first, but golly, give him give him something to like, all right, man, I know we're 0-2, but I'm rolling with you. So we're in this together. But this is a move that I'm trying to save my job as a head coach, not really about trying to develop a quarterback. That's the way I look at it. And I get it. This is the business, man. You got to produce. And if coaches don't produce, you're out of there. But guess what? There's a lot more, I guess, leash for these players out there instead of coaches. So the coach was thinking of himself and saying, hey, I mean, I don't see what I like. I saw the film. I'm not liking it. You're out of here. So we'll see how that all shakes out for these Panthers. But Andy Dalton is the guy that takes over. Golly, Andy Dalton. I'm not saying he's a bum. He's not, right? And he's got his opportunity to, kind of pump up his career again. So what do you do with Bryce Young? First overall pick. You picked him over, the quarterback that's doing great things out in Houston. And now you got to deal with this guy sitting on the bench. Ooh, that's a mess in Carolina, a big mess. Deshaun Watson and the Browns take down the Jaguars, which we face very shortly. So this is going to be interesting Monday night. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Raiders take down the Ravens. The Ravens 0-2. The Ravens 0-2. That was the team you got the MVP. Your MVP has got your team 0-2. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Ravens fan. Yo, Ravens. I don't want to hear it. I know you sitting here kind of scratching your head like, yo, what's up with my squad, man? I don't know what's going on. We 0-2? Yeah, you 0-2, bro. And that's hard, man. 0-2. I know it's early in the season, but yo, you lose another one. That's tough. In the AFC North at that? Not good. Anyway, let's move on. Rams Cardinals. The Cardinals absolutely handled the Rams, which makes me think the Bills handled the Cardinals. Cardinals go out and take care of the Rams. I know the Rams got some injuries and, they're dealing with some things, but they had Cooper Kupp. That's a good player. I know he got hurt, but my goodness, the Rams looked awful. Trey White is absolutely getting burnt. This is the second week that they're just picking on him. Do you feel for Trey as like I do? Because I don't want to see a former Bill, like unless they go to a team that I despise, but you never want to see a former Bill that you liked have struggles. I hate to see it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But Trey White, man, he looks sad as heck, man. He was on the sideline just, bring me back to Buffalo. I mean, I swear he must have been like, man, my life was so good without this Achilles. This Achilles really messed me up because I was really on my way back. And here I am with LA getting taxed up the wazoo, and I'm getting beat down, and I'm getting picked on. Ooh, I don't like it. I do not like it. I feel for my guy, Trey. Trey, keep your head up, kid. Keep your head up, boy. If you want to make yourself feel better, just take a look at the highlights of the Bills for the past 2 weeks. Kind of make, reminisce as what it used to be. Because right now, the Rams are not looking good at 0-2. Steelers, 13-6 against the Broncos. What a sad display of football. Justin Fields, second straight start with a win, but numbers are atrocious. I don't know how long you can keep it up. You guys are riding the coattails of that defense, and as you should. TJ Watt is he's a superstar. But I don't know about that offense, man. That offense, George Pickens, I like a lot. I like the run game, but overall, I don't know what that offense is about. Bengals lose a close one to the Chiefs. Obviously, you guys saw that, the controversial defensive pass interference. I don't care what y'all want to talk about it. That was a pass interference. You got there before the ball. All these whiners talk about, we had to replay and all that. You guys took the game from us. Nah, pass interference is pass interference, period. You got there before the ball. Argue with me if you want to, or you can argue with your mama. I ain't going back and forth, y'all. That was a pass interference. Straight up. That's what it was. And last but not least, Texans struggle to take down the Bears. The Bears just gave up on that. The O-line was atrocious. There was a play that tackle got he bit inside, slipped, and just got his quarterback absolutely destroyed. Oof. Terrible. But anyway, there goes your slate for the week. As we approach, the new week, we're Tuesday, I want to kind of get into how the Bills are doing and if the Bills are for real. That's what I want to get into because I like what I'm seeing from the Bills. I really do. I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing from the Bills, but it's got you wondering, like, how long is this going to last? right? How long is it? Is this something that is sustainable? Are these new young players on the squad legit? Are they for real? Right? Jeff King, you agree with me when I called? That was a pass interference. I don't want to hear anything. That was it. It was over with. I mean, it is what it is, folks. Bengals, you're 0-2. Deal with it. Deal with it. Now you got to climb out of that hole. That's what has to happen. The Bears' defense is definitely legit. They're very good. That offense could be so good. It's just that right now that O-line is a little shaky. They're a little shaky for my liking. The Bills are healthy at the moment. Yes, they are. I mean, yeah, I guess you can call us healthy, although we've lost some players, which we will gain back, which will make us stronger. But I'm curious to see how this all plays out. So before we get into that, which we will, I want to get into how I'm looking at this team and if we can trust them going forward. But before we do, you guys already know we're partnered up with Autograph. If you have not downloaded the app, go ahead and download that app. Y'all know what time it is. If you don't know what the app symbol looks like, this is what it is. So folks, jump on that app. And when you do on there, it's really nice because everything Bills related is right there. Hit that Bills tab and away you go, clicking on articles. And the more you engage with the app, the better it is for you because what? You get fan points. And as you get these fan points, you accumulate them enough, and now you're able to get merch. Now you're able to pay for tickets to games. All of the above is right here at the Autograph app. Go ahead and download that. It is free. And don't forget to use that code Buffalo Fanatics, man. Tell them your boys sent you, and we got that thing cracking. So that being said, let's get into whether these Bills are for real. Because I'm looking at this, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. And this is the thing. As a Bills fan, you tend to, you know what I mean, when things are too good to be true, you know what I mean? Like you're winning games and putting up 31 points against a division opponent, and your quarterback doesn't even throw for 180 yards, less than 180 yards. Fam, it has you kind of like, shoot, like, is this for real? Or is it one of those moments where you just gotta sit there and say, you know what? This is for real. This is the real deal. Y'all got to get used to how these all shake out. This is the real deal. And this is what the team's going to look like going forward. So I'm looking at what we were able to do. And I'm looking at, the opponents that we have left and what we've done the first 2 weeks. So we take on the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm not going to go back and forth with what we've done against the Arizona Cardinals, but we go back and have a look-see. And we absolutely take care of business against the Arizona Cardinals, right? Kyler Murray is stifled. Kyler Murray is running for his life, right? Marvin Harrison Jr., if not one of the receivers that is going to be, I don't want to call him generational, but 6'4", over 200 pounds, can run a 4. Dude is nasty. He's your unicorn type receiver that you're looking at right now in that receiver class, right? And he's non-existent. This pass rush is absolutely getting to the quarterback and moving things around. I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing from this team. And the biggest thing is it's taking the pressure off of the offense. It's absolutely taking the pressure off the offense. When you're able to force Tua Tagovailoa to throw 3 interceptions and giving your offense great field position, and your quarterback can just hand the ball off, take what's given, not having to overexert himself, and you win 31-10, and you lose the time of possession on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, this team is legit. This team is legit, and you're not having to depend on star players. Listen, Keon Coleman, non-existent in that game. It didn't even matter because it was all about James Cook. James Cook absolutely came out and played heck of a game. You got to give him that credit. This guy he knew what was at stake. He knew what needed to happen. He knew that he was playing at home. He knew that he was playing at home in front of a whole lot of family. Apparently, he invited, 40 of his family members. It was go time for James Cook. So this is my appreciation post, if you will, or appreciation moment for my guy, James Cook. And I'll you guys already know, but I'll admit it again. I wasn't quite sure what we were getting out of James Cook. Could he take on 15, 20, 25 carries? He's shown that he can do that. He did it last year, and he certainly did it this year already. The numbers aren't gaudy. They're not 150 yards rushing, but he's effective. He's affecting the game. And this past game against the Miami Dolphins, he absolutely came out and played hard, running inside, in between the tackles, running outside the tackles, catching the football, because an issue that we had with James Cook is he has these concentration issues, right? Josh Allen puts the ball on the money, and he takes his eyes off the ball. James Cook is absolutely dialed in for this year. He had a quiet 1,100 yards last year. I see a big year for our guy, James Cook. And it may not be monster numbers, but the fact that he's contributing, he's a big factor, he's a big contributor on this offense, and giving Josh Allen a time to rest, if you will. Bro, this league is in trouble. This league is in trouble. If Josh Allen can sit there and throw for less than 140 yards and chill out and still take care of a division foe, sign me up. Sign me all the way up. Big shout out to James Cook with his 3 touchdowns. Loving everything that I'm seeing from my guy. So this is something that the league should closely pay attention to. If you think that you're going to allow the Bills to just, we know Josh he just wants to take off. He wants to throw the football. So if they're going to win the game, they're going to have to win the game running the ball. Are you sure you want to do that? Because right now, 2 games straight, we have run the ball more than we've needed to pass the football. That tells you, if that doesn't show you the ultimate balance of this offense, I don't know what else is going to tell you that. O-line is getting after it. I mean, tell me how often you heard Jalen Phillips' name in that game. Spencer Brown absolutely did a damn good job of taking him out of that game. Good job, O-line. The O-line is coming through, and this is why I had that image up. James Cook isn't able to do the things he's doing if the offense and the O-line aren't handling business. These boys came out to play. The receivers that came out to play. 17 is able to chill out and be great. These boys are ready. So I ask again, is this team for real? Shit, I mean, it's looking like it right now. So what's going to give me that great feeling of this team, because the first 4 games, I wouldn't say they're crucial, but for me, I love these first 4 games. Tell you a whole lot about a team of how you're ready to get started. Now, it's not about how you start. It's always definitely how you finish. But I'll tell you right now, I'd rather be 2-0 than 0-2. Ravens 0-2. Bengals 0-2. These are teams that were supposed to contend and fight. That's rough. That's rough right now. 49ers 1-1. Cardinals 1-1. Right? The Rams 0-2. Those are hard. Those are tough holes to dig out of, especially when it's so tough to gain wins in this league. It ain't easy. It absolutely ain't easy. So we're going to monitor this team. We're going to monitor how this Bills team plays out. This next game is a crucial one because the Jaguars have had our number the last couple times. The last time we played them obviously was in London. We were jet lagged. I don't want to use that as an excuse because we lost. We straight up lost. We sustained some injuries that game now. Matt Milano going down was a big blow to this defense. But nonetheless, we still lost that game. So there is a component that we need to repay these guys a visit. They're at home. They're coming to Buffalo. We're not crossing the pond. Now you're coming to our turf. It's still going to be a tough game. Now, we're going to go through that on Friday with my guy Z-Bot when we actually preview the game. But know this. These Jaguars cannot afford to go 0-3. You got the Texans and C.J. Stroud. You got the Colts right now. I know they're 0-2. They're going to try to work their kinks out. Obviously, you're looking at this AFC South saying, like, how do we keep up with what's going on here? That's the biggest one, man. So these Jaguars need this win. They absolutely need it. I'm looking at the standings right now just to kind of have an idea of like who's doing what these days, because looking at what the AFC South is going to look like for these guys, Colts being 0-2 doesn't help. And you got the Titans that are 0-2, but they're they should be better than what they're producing on the field because Will Levis just keeps giving the damn games away. They're better than what they're saying on the field. So Texans obviously going to take care of business, but the Jaguars cannot afford to go 0-3. And you know they're going to fight tooth and nail and claw not to lose this game. But this defense, the way this defense has been playing, and Josh Allen hasn't really gone off yet, this might be the game. This might be the game for us to go 3-0 and bury the Jaguars. But back to what this O-line has been able to do and this run game, kudos to that. So, which brings me to our segment of the good, the bad, the ugly, because we got to get into some specifics as to what stood out, what didn't, and you guys let me know how you feel about it. So that being said, let's jump right into it, into the good. And if you guys want to share your good, your bad, your ugly, here's your chance. Hashtag it in the comment section, and then we'll keep it rolling. So for me, right off the bat, right off the rip, I kind of touched on it, and I'm going to touch on it some more, and that's Josh Allen. The fact that Josh Allen was not needed. The fact that Josh Allen could sit there and chill and just wait on, I guess let the offense and the running back wait on him. And I say wait, I'm not saying to wait actually, but to wait on him. They were waiting. Listen, you sit down, Josh, I got you. I'll make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do. I'll make sure that you don't get touched. I'll make sure I do all those things. Loved every bit of what I saw. And we got to keep that up. This O-line is gelling right now, and I'd like to keep it that way. So the fact that Josh was able to sit back, relax, and throw for 139 yards and chill out, boy, I'll take that all day. Secondly, obviously the O-line keeping Josh upright was something that I love to see, and we'd love for that to continue. Great ability to call out what's coming. Josh is helping in that regard as well. I mean, you take 0 sacks all night. You're great. That uniform was clean. What you want is your hoggies to do the dirty work and keep your quarterback clean, and that's exactly what they did. So we'll take that all day, every day. Now, that being said, you got to give credit to Joe Brady. Joe Brady called a master. I don't want to say called a masterful game, but he had some moments in that game where you're sitting there going, you know what? The ball's on McDermott to say we're going for it. The confidence it shows that you have in Josh Allen, the confidence it shows that you have in this offense. We're going for it on 4th and 3. You know what? Let's have a look at what they're looking at. Okay. Defense is setting up. Timeout. I don't like what I see. Timeout. You know what I mean? All right. Coach, the play that we were talking about, this is going to work on this one. 4th and 3. Okay. After the timeout. Oh, I like this. And you guys saw it. We weren't the only ones talking about how great that play call was. It was fantastic. It was run to a T. You got two pick plays happening. You got a shallow right. You got a shallow route coming from Dawson Knox across the field. And then here goes James Cook leaking through for the touchdown. Josh Allen, great look, great pass, great touch, great catch, touchdown. Let's go. 4th and 3. Soft teams would have said, yeah, you know what? 4th and inches, bring your kicker out. Nah, man, not the Bills. Not the Bills. The Bills are like, 4th and 3? And we in the red zone? Bro, dial it up. Let's roll. And I loved it. 17-yard touchdown pass, Josh Allen to our guy, James Cook. Love that connection. Love that there's trust in this offense to go for it. I love that McDermott is not afraid. That shows how much confidence and trust that he has in Josh Allen. That shows a lot because now, these days, field position is everything. Putting points up on the board. You don't want to leave points on the floor. You want to put the points on the board, right? Take the points. Nah, bro. We want the points, but we want 7. Against a team like this, we want 7. Now, is it a question of do we trust our kicker? That's a whole nother conversation. We'll get into that. But the fact of the matter is this. The trust that Joe Brady put in Josh Allen to execute, the fact that we executed that on 4th and 3, that is great. That tells me the offense is in lockstep. We know what time it is. We know the assignment. Let's get this thing cracking. All right? So big shout out to that. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. Bro, Jamarcus Ingram, Cam Lewis, Damar Hamlin. These are names that we did not expect to even mention this year to say, yo, shout out. Shout out to this team. Shout out to this defense. Shout out to these defensive back. Bro, these boys are putting in work. Led by Damar Hamlin with 10 tackles. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck. I love what I'm seeing from this defense. I love what I'm seeing from my guy, Cam Lewis. Cam Lewis has absolutely stepped his game up. I love what I'm seeing from my guy, Jamarcus Ingram. 2 picks in that game, one down, one take it back for pick 6, right? Von Miller's coming through. We'll talk about the defense. Listen, we're going to talk about the defensive backfield first, but give these guys some credit, man. Damar Hamlin coming through, 10 tackles, leading the squad. Rasul Douglas, you got Mike Edwards coming through, bro. And these are guys we did not expect this to step in and do anything. We were worried. We were like, ugh. How are these guys going to hold up? Oh, there goes Taron Johnson out. We're already beat up at that position. And now Taron Johnson's out? How are we going to deal? All right, first game. All right, fluke. Some might want to call it a fluke. All right, all good. Don't worry about it. We'll try to figure things out. Second game, bro, these guys went stronger. They went harder against this team. McDermott got these boys playing ball. Like my man Lowe said, yo, McDermott is a secondary whisperer, man. The defensive scheme for this Bills team is legitimate. Bro, they can call me right now and say, what? Rico, come on through, bro. We got a position for you. I'm like, whatever you need, coach, I got you. We need you to play alongside my man D Ham. As long as they give me the number that I need, I am good to go. That's how good this defensive coaching is. Bobby Babbage is doing his thing. They trust in whatever these guys are doing in that locker room. That game plan was real. It's all in the classroom, man. Once you're in the classroom, you got everything down pat. Bro, you can play fast. And that's exactly what the defensive backfield was doing, man. From Rasul Douglas to my favorite player on this team right now, Christian Benford. Bro, watch out. This team is the real deal. I'm telling you, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing. And what will make me more thrilled, is if we go ahead and take care of business against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the AFC Conference. That's big. That's 2 wins in the AFC Conference that we can go back to back. We'll take it. That's what we need. Every win counts. But this defensive backfield, though, did not expect to see what we saw from this squad. Salute. Big things. So let me just jump into the chat because I don't want to ignore the chat right now. I got a super chat coming in from my guy Signified Nose. What up, Signified Nose? He comes in and says, hey, I appreciate the super chat, my G. You know that. You know I do. He goes, this is from earlier today. He says, Bryce Young should never have been drafted. He's short as F. He's got a noodle arm and not particularly mobile. If you're going to draft a midget, at least got to have the physical tools like Kyler. Listen, man. They thought they had something in Bryce Young because of where he played. You know how that is, man. Wherever, if you've played somewhere where it's a big program, the expectation is high because you're playing in a pro system. You got a heck of a coach, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you got to give your guy a chance. We could have easily said, no, Josh ain't the guy because he's too raw. He's inaccurate. No, you got to build around your guy. You got to build that whole line. There's a whole lot of things you got to do. Now, if he's legitimately not getting it and doing poorly, totally get it. But yeah, man, I listen, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you to say, man, you got to have the tools to do it because you do. That's why these coaches and these GMs are looking for that 6'4", 6'5" quarterback with a cannon of an arm that can scramble, that can do all those things. You can't get that everywhere. Buffalo found that. Buffalo absolutely found it, but you can't find that everywhere, man. It's not everybody's like that. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Anyway, let's move on. So good, bad, ugly. If I see anybody that's got a hashtag, I'm going to read that from the chat, and we can go from there. I think I saw one earlier. Let me try to skim up here and, have you guys interact with us and get this thing going. Chance Bland says, yo, Shakir, receiver 1. Let me tell you something about Shakir. Twice now I've heard the comparison that Khalil Shakir, it reminds folks of Amon-Ra St. Brown in Detroit. I don't quite see it just I don't quite see it. Good receiver. Khalil is a great receiver, solid receiver. I need to see more from Khalil Shakir. I'd like to see more, especially if we're going to put him as receiver one. I don't know if we have a receiver one on the squad. I think we just have a whole bunch of complementary receivers on the squad. But do we have receiver one? I'm not sure yet. Khalil has all the makings to be a receiver one. He absolutely does. He's got the ability to run after the catch. He's got the ability to separate. He's got the ability to be clutch in moments and make clutch catches. I mean, just go back to the playoff game against the Kansas City Chiefs, that catch he makes in the corner. Pinpoint accuracy, and he comes down with that catch. You can't, listen, we're going berserk because of that. He has all the makings of being that guy. So we just got to see it. We got to see it. We got to get the volume to him. But I'm not sleeping on my man. I think he's great. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. Miss Laura, what's up, Miss Laura? Miss Laura says the good Jamarcus Ingram, 1,000%. Having coming away with a pick six and being where you're supposed to be, because that's what it is. At the end of the day, with the McDermott defense, it's about being where you're supposed to be, right? Being opportunistic. That's why Dane Jackson was so loved by this team and by this defense, because when he first came in as a rookie, he was where he was supposed to be. Interceptions, fumble recoveries. You need to be near the ball. And if you're near the ball, you're where you're supposed to be. And Jamarcus Ingram seems to be taking full advantage of that. So kudos to Jamarcus Ingram. I'm with you guys on that. I'm absolutely with you guys on that. So the good for me, what else I can say on the good? Well, we talked about Coach McDermott and Babbage on the great job they've done with one another. We talked about, obviously, the James Cook and this offense, Josh Allen having to do very little, which is a fantastic thing, because when we need him, he's going to come through. Just like when we needed him down 17-3 against the Cardinals, he just went to his locker, put the cape on, and said, let me be your Superman. And that's exactly what it did. Willed us to a W. This time, this offense was like, yo, you always got us. We can chill. You don't got to break the glass. We got you. And that's exactly what they did. So big shout out to what these boys are doing on offense. Big shout out to what they're doing on defense. Spears Bill says, coaching. Absolutely. Coaching has been great and it's been solid, and let's keep it up. I love this aggressiveness that we're displaying off on the defense. Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up. Von freaking Miller. I'll tell you, man, there were conversations that were had.
Buffalo Fanatics, what's going on? This is Pierre the Kingpin, and I wanted to talk to you today about Cigars International, which is the ultimate destination for premium homemade cigars. Known as the industry leader, Cigars International offers the largest selection, unbeatable prices, and a customer service experience that's second to none. Whether you're new to cigars or a seasoned vet, Cigars International makes enjoying cigars easy, approachable, and fun. Cigars International is the go-to retailer for all things cigars, with the biggest selection of premium homemade cigars available anywhere. Cigars International offers unbeatable deals and discounts, making it easy to stock up on your favorite or try something new without breaking the bank. With fast free shipping and their 100% satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence knowing that Cigars International stands behind every order. They have good relationship with vendors that helps provide great low prices. Whether you're new to cigars or a seasoned pro, Cigars International makes it easy to find the right cigar with helpful guides, staff reviews, and expert advice. It's not just about cigars. Cigars International also offers a wide range of accessories and more to elevate your smoking experience. Check out the great deals every day at cigarsinternational.com. That's cigars, CIGARS, international.com. Use code FANATICS at checkout for 20% off your order of $50 or more, plus free shipping. Or visit www.cigarsinternational.com/fanatics, and the discount will automatically apply. Again, use code FANATICS at checkout for 20% off your order of $50 or more, plus free shipping. Or visit www.cigarsinternational.com/fanatics, and the discount will automatically apply.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but Mint's premium wireless is $15 a month. But I'd like to offer one other perk. We have no stores. That means no small talk. Crazy weather we're having. No, it's not. It's just weather. It is an introvert's dream. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
If you're a custodial supervisor at a local high school, you know that cleanliness is key. And that the best place to get cleaning supplies is from Grainger. Grainger helps you stay fully stocked on the products you trust, from paper towels and disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Plus, you can rely on Grainger for easy reordering, so you never run out of what you need. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Whether, Von Miller is still that guy. Can Von Miller still do it? Is he still able to do it at age 35? Can he foot the bill? Can he be trusted? Is he robbing the Bills? There was a whole lot of question marks regarding Von Miller. I think he's answering a whole lot of questions right now. People they're talking right now. Von is back. Von Miller is back. And he's got 2 games, back-to-back games with sacks. And they're not like fluff sacks. He's working for that, man. There was a point where there was a statistic that had him reaching the quarterback in 2.2 seconds? Bro, the quarterback needs that amount of time to dissect, get straight, square up, and make a throw in about 2 to 3 seconds. If you have 3 seconds, you're great. You got time. 2 seconds, that ball's got to be out. Von Miller was already getting to you at that point. Golly. I can't imagine being a quarterback that's trying to make my read, and I got number 40 barreling down on me. I can't get settled. And Von Miller seems to have found his way. He seems to have found his footing. Seems like he's back. And if he can continue to do what he's doing, let's roll, man. I'm looking at the amount of sacks that Trevor Lawrence has taken. I don't know how well I haven't watched too much, and this week I'm going to watch a little bit of these Jaguars games a little bit. But going back to the Jaguars, let me see how they did against the Browns. The Browns have a really damn good defense, right? So they got to Trevor Lawrence. Actually, he took 4 sacks. They sacked him 4 times in that game, and they were getting after him. So the pass rush that we've been displaying, AJ Epinesa, Ed Oliver, Von Miller, Greg Rousseau, bro. Listen, we're going to be a problem for this team, man. We're going to be a problem. I want to go back to week 1 to see how he did in week 1 and how many sacks he took week 1 against the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins got to him 3 times. So he's been sacked 7 times this year already. 7 times. Yo, add another 3 to 4 sacks the next game. We're going to get to him. We're going to get to him. And you want to talk about overrated quarterbacks and overrated players? Trevor Lawrence is absolutely overrated. Absolutely overrated. If we're going to put someone on that list, put him at the top of the list. Top of the list, man. I don't know what people see in that, brother. I have no idea. I think he's a good quarterback. Elite. And to have him, and praise the way he's been praised. Right now, your team is 0-2, my guy. Your team is 0-2, bucko. So we're going to see how it all plays out. You need this win. And the Bills are trying to build and stack these dubs. So this Monday night matchup is going to be something else. And it gave us 11 days to get healthy. Here's another good. The fact that we played on Thursday night, we got out of the game unscathed, and it gave Josh 11 days to heal up, get that hand right, rehab that hand, and allows guys to kind of get better. Bro, I hope we come through and we handle business against them. I hope. I'm waiting for that. Absolutely waiting for that. So big shout out to the team. I think they did great. I'm probably missing out on a few things. I'll say this: special teams, we did great with covering kicks. I think we did great. We had a big blunder, obviously against the Cardinals. We shored that up. We tightened up, and we didn't allow big returns. So I'm big on that. Good job to the special teams. The bad. Let's get into the bad. I don't really have a whole lot of bad to talk on when it comes to this squad. I mean, listen, I got to go back to this. How many penalties did we get penalized in that game? One penalty. I have to make that clear. That was one of the best things for this team. We were not penalized, man. One penalty, I'll take that. If we can get that again, bring it on. Anyway, the bad. Help me out with this one because I didn't have a whole lot of bad for this squad. I mean, the only thing I can say is this. I mean, if you want to talk about Tyler Bass, I guess. I mean, Tyler Bass obviously hit a field goal and then obviously missed one. And some folks are saying it was tipped. I don't know if I saw a ball that was tipped. If you saw that it was tipped, I get it. But it still doesn't change. It still doesn't change the fact that when we see Tyler Bass coming out, we're kind of like, what's the down and distance again? Okay, we're on the 30-yard line. It's 4th and 6. Oh, I guess we can bring the kicker out. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to have the confidence that I had 2 years ago with Tyler Bass. Well, when we knew Tyler Bass was coming out, it was straight Bass, homie. Straight cash, straight Bass. That's how we felt. I don't know if we feel that way anymore. Are y'all feeling that way? Because I'm not really feeling the love that I used to have for when Tyler Bass would be summoned to come onto the field. So that to me, I guess we could say Tyler Bass at bad. I know why Kim put a question mark. Tyler Bass, would you say? Was he bad? He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. And we need greatness. We want him to be great. Can everybody be great? No. But there's a lot of pressure on the kicker. And we need that kicker to get it together. We need you to be, when we need you to, you know what I mean, put a team away or go up a significant amount of points, we need you to come through. We need you to come through. Kim Bet said, we had 2 kickers try out today. I did not see that. Where the heck have I been? I was reading up on some stuff, but I did not see that. Golly. So what does that tell you? I gotta confirm that because I don't know if I saw that. And Kim, I'm not calling you a liar. I certainly am not. I just don't remember seeing getting that written down or seeing that anywhere. So if we did, that is not a good sign. That is not a good sign. And I know they're going to want to say, well, we just, we want to make sure, like if something were to happen. Nah, bro. If you bringing in kickers and you're sitting here, trying guys out, that means the fire has been turned up under Mr. Tyler Bass's ass. Can't have that. Because really and truly, hitting 40-yard field goals back in the day used to be a big deal, right? 40-yard field goal, I get it. Now these kickers are getting much better these days, right? So now it's 50 and above. If you're crushing those 50s and above, all right, we got you. 45 and above, okay, I'm with you. That's where things become challenging. But, bro, anytime that we got to bring that kicker out and hit a 40, 45, 43, you're kind of going, is he going to make it? Oh, thank goodness. Now, some might say that kick was tipped, and that's why it was shanked really badly. I don't know. I didn't see a tip, but if there was a tip, then it is what it is. But at one point, it still tells me that, listen, man, all eyes are on you. And the fact that we brought in 2 kickers. Ronald Wriggler. What's up, Ron? Ron says Tucker missed 2 already. I know. And you should hear when the announcers were like, and Tucker just missed a field goal. It's rare. He's a Hall of Famer. It's rare. But you guess what? The Ravens are still going to bring his ass out and take those kicks because they trust him. Right now, the Bills don't trust Tyler Bass. The Bills don't trust him. So, and I don't want to poo-poo on him. I don't. I want to have all the confidence in the world with Tyler Bass, but right now, bruh, it ain't looking so great. It ain't looking so hot. So, yeah, I'll say right now, I hate to say it's bad. But the eyes are on Tyler Bass. The eyes are absolutely on Tyler Bass. Here's another one that was bad for me, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, and you guys might say, oh, well, it doesn't matter because at least we got the dub. Totally get that. And I love that we got the dub. But we brought this guy here for a reason, right? We drafted this brother right here, Keon Coleman, for a reason. We drafted this brother to come in and be that big body receiver that we can count on to make those contested catches. We know you're not a burner. We understand that. We know what we drafted you to do. But for the Bills to have 13 completions, and I get it, it's low out of 19 attempts, Keon Coleman goes without a reception in this game. Keon Coleman was only thrown to one time. But Rico, he was covered by Jalen Ramsey. I don't give a damn who he's covered by. You can bring out Champ Bailey all you want. I need at least one to two catches from my rookie. Get him involved somehow, some way. Find a way, right? So, and I get it. Sometimes if it's not there, it's not there. But I need my guy to at least be involved in the game and to get him going, right? I want to see, I don't want to see another blanket game for my guy Keon. But I also get it. This is a team game. This is a game where, you know what I mean, everyone's going to eat, and it may not be your turn to eat. And I totally get that part. But there is a moment where your main players have to eat, right? There's you know what I mean? You can give him a happy meal. Give that brother a happy meal. You don't got to give him a full meal. I get it. Things are a little pricey these days. But you can give him a happy meal. You can give him a couple catches here and there. You know, you feed him a little bit just to give him a little something in his belly. But to give him nothing? To go through the drive-through and get everybody some something to eat and look at him this way and throw him a fry? Nah, bro, we gotta give him a happy meal a little bit. We gotta give him a little something, a little small drink, a couple fries, you know what I mean, some chicken nuggets, get him something. My man said, yo, the happy meal is money though. I get it. But give him a little happy meal. He ain't gotta get the, you know what I mean, the full double Big Mac combo meal. He ain't gotta get that. I get it. I totally get it. You ain't gotta get all that. Give him a happy meal. Shit, you can give him an apple pie. Give him an apple pie. He doesn't have to have a meal. No salt. Just give him an apple pie. A little something. Hold you over. I didn't like that. Personally, I didn't like that. If I'm drafting you in the second round, I need you to be an instant contributor. For me, you draft somebody in the first round, that's a pillar. That's a pillar of your franchise, right? That's someone you're building around. When you draft the quarterback in round one, you want to build around that, right? You draft guys in the first round, you want to build around. You draft guys in the second round, for me at least, that's a contributor. That's an instant contributor. So I need a little bit more from my guy Keon. Not that he's not trying, and not that we're not trying to get him the football. I get it. Circumstances are different. The games play out different. And the way we were playing Miami, we were all over them. We were all over them. But give my guy a chicken nugget or two. You know what I mean? Just toss one to him, man. Let me just get a chicken nugget. Let me just get a little taste, a little bit. Man, we drove through the drive-thru and didn't get him. We didn't even look at him. Yo, y'all good? Meal for you. We got a little something for you, James Cook. There you go, bro. Not even looking at Keon. So, and I'm jokes aside, I need my guy to be a contributor. I need him to be an instant contributor because you got it. You got to find ways. And I'm sure in these 11 days that they've had to kind of, you know, put a game plan together for the Jaguars, I have a feeling that this might be the game that we see Keon Coleman do his work. And what a game it would be, because you have the former receiver in Gabe Davis that we'll be facing. So you know he's going to try to go off. We have the alleged receiver that the Bills actually wanted in Brian Thomas Jr. So you know he's actually become their number one receiver. So we can't have Keon Coleman that we have to replace Gabe Davis, and that we wanted to get Brian Thomas Jr. allegedly. We didn't get him. So we had to go into the second round, trade out, and give up Xavier Worthy. If for those that think that we were supposed to get him or not, who knows? So this is a game that I need to see Keon Coleman do something, because I can't have Gabe Davis go off. I can't have Brian Thomas Jr. go off, and Keon Coleman is sitting here. You're wondering if he can get a chicken nugget or two. Nah, bro. This is one of those games where he's got to eat something. And this might be a game that we'd love to see if we can get him a double Big Mac meal. And if you guys are feeling what I'm saying and catching the analogies here, run with me and rock with me. Some people are saying, yes, exactly. If you guys are talking what I'm talking about, then cool, let's roll. That's the way I'm looking at it. So I don't want to call it a bad thing, but I'd like to see my early second round draft pick, get some work in. That's the way I look at it. My man Keon. Walter, what's up, Walter? Walter says Keon is a second rounder, contributed in these last 2 games more than our tight end that was a first rounder last year. You're right about that. I love how Walter comes in and says, yo, Rico, shut your ass up. Did you see what Kincaid did? Now, I will say this. Kincaid was double and triple team in the first game. And you saw it. The Cardinals knew exactly what they wanted to do that game. They wanted to take away Kincaid because they felt that he was going to be the focal point. What they didn't realize is number 17 does what he does. Now, as for week 2, Kincaid they made an effort to get Kincaid the ball. Kincaid was targeted 4 times and he caught all 4 of his targets, albeit not for very much. 33 yards, not great, but the fact is they made a concerted effort to get him the football, to at least target him, and he caught all 4. But Keon Coleman only getting targeted once. Nah, no bueno, man. That's the receiver number 2. That's receiver number 2. You can't have that, right? Curtis Samuel targeted twice. I get it. We only completed 13 passes, but my guy Keon's got to get a little more than that. That's just the way I look at it. He's got to get a little more than that. A little more love for my guy Keon. That's all I'm saying. So, moving on. I can't really think of anything that was ugly in this game. Truth be told, I don't know if you guys saw anything that was ugly. To me, nothing really stood out to me that was ugly. The only thing that was ugly, you know what? I will say this. What was ugly is having to see, obviously, Tua Tagovailoa go down with a concussion. And I believe that's his 4th recorded concussion. You never want to see that. You want to see him thrive. You want to see him have a long career and just not great against us. Do good things against other teams, but when it comes to us, we own you. It's a known fact. For my Dolphins fans, my man Kevin, poor guy, decided to go to Miami to watch the Bills just absolutely trounce the Miami Dolphins, and then he had to celebrate his birthday after that. Oh, I feel for you, brother. How do you celebrate your birthday in Miami when your team just got absolutely demolished? I feel for you, brother. I really do. But I actually don't care. We don't care. We don't care, big fella. You guys, Dolphins fans, have been talking a whole bunch of ish, except for Kevin. Kevin, you know what I mean? He seems to understand. But a lot of Dolphins fans thought that this is the year. You know what I'm saying? We got 8-Chain. We got Mostert. We drafted that rookie running back. I believe Jalen Wright, I believe his name is, right? We got Waddle. We got Tyreek. Man, this is the year. We're going to do it. Jalen Phillips is back. Same old-ish. Same old-ish with the Miami Dolphins, especially when you're going up against the Buffalo Bills. I'm just saying. We do not care. We don't care. Take that L, and we'll gladly give you another L when we face you guys again. That's just the way it's going to be. So before we get into my next point, let me get to some super chats that are happening right now. I appreciate you guys coming through. Signified Notes comes in and says, yo, Vaughn plays so good that people that want to cut him at the end of the year are kind of silent. Ooh, aren't they ever? Cut him now. Take your losses, dude. Now, they didn't really say it like that, but you catch it. We don't need him. He's robbing the Bills. That's all we heard all offseason, right? But there were some folks saying, what if? What if he needed to go through the motions last year to kind of get his knee back? I mean, tearing your knee up at 35, 34 can't be easy. Cannot be easy. He tried coming back and just couldn't. Now he's back to normal. He's looking like the old Von Miller. So now that money is looking mighty good. Now, albeit he was a pricey acquisition. We're not going to front. He was pricey, but he's going to be worth the admission when he continues to put these sacks together. He's going to be worth the admission when you got AJ Epinesa getting on the action, Ed Oliver getting in on the action, DaQuan Jones, right? This defensive front is great, and I didn't even get into Dwayne Smoot, Javon Solomon, right? Dwayne Carter. Those boys will get in the groove. They're going to learn a lot from our guy, Von Miller. Don't forget, Von Miller was paid not only to perform on the field, but he's paid for his mind. Teaching these guys, the nuances, how to perform. You know what I'm saying? How to come in there and contribute like a Hall of Famer. This is what I do. Follow my lead. Let's go. And by the time I'm gone, I'm hoping that you guys take something from what I taught you. It's the knowledge that he comes with this team. Got to give it to him. But boy, oh boy, the ones that wanted them cut are silent. They're golf clapping right now. They're golf clapping. You know what I'm saying? But when we don't hear from Von Miller, you'll be hearing them again. See what I mean? It was just a fluke. Oh boy, please, man. Are you rooting for this team or not? Anyway, shout out to my guy Scott Blakely. What up, Scotty from the Shy? What's going on, bro? My man, he says, Rico, our receivers need no label. That is the beauty of defense confusion week to week. Oh, I love that. By the way, called Von the comeback player before season, 14 sacks incoming. Ooh, that's a good prediction. That's a great prediction. 14 sacks too? Ooh, I'll take that. If he gets 14 sacks, man, you better put him in conversation for defensive player. 14 sacks is no joke. That's no slouch, man. I mean, listen, TJ Watt seems to be freaking just a walking sack machine. But right now, Von Miller with 14 sacks incoming, boy, I'll take that all day. But you're right about the receiving room, because we said it from the start. When Gabe Davis was gone, when Stephon Diggs was gone, we were a team of, I'm not going to call them misfits, because it's not a team of misfits, but a team that you don't have to have receiver 1, receiver 2, receiver 3. However, there will be a game where when you need to count on someone to step up, this is where that receiver 1 label needs to come into effect. It really does, right? When you looked at we'll say the Patriots, when Brady was with the Patriots, there wasn't really a lot of stars other than when Randy Moss was there, but you had contributors, right? Edelman was no joke. Edelman was a great player, right? But he wasn't the number 1 receiver. You know who it was? Gronkowski. And when you needed a play, you called on Gronk to come and make a play for you. So this is where I feel that the Bills, at one point this season, where things will be dicey, things will be tight, we need someone to make a play. Who do we call on? And we haven't quite seen it yet. It should be Khalil Shakir. He's the longest tenured receiver on the team. It might be him that comes in and comes through and does what he's supposed to do. And he becomes the guy. And he very well could be the guy. Or does it become Keon Coleman? Or is it Curtis Samuel? Or is it really Kincaid? Although we have no label now, but there's going to be one point where we're like, yo, somebody make a play. And that is when we're going to find out who it's going to be. And take your pick. I don't care who it is. But somebody's got to be the guy that says, I'm going to step up and be Josh's favorite target. It will and should be our guy, Khalil Shakir. He's just in line for it. I think he's going to have a good year. And it goes back to that comparison of him and Amon-Ra St. Brown. If he gets there, amazing. I just don't see the comp just yet. I don't see it. So I need to see a little bit more from my guy, Khalil Shakir. But I love what's happening. Everybody is contributing. And listen, I ain't got no complaints on this end. No complaints. It's just the only thing I want to see is I'd like to see my second receiver, or it should be second receiver, my second rounder, be a little bit more involved in the offense. One target is not going to cut it. You gotta at least give him 3 to 4 targets. That's how it should be. But if we're going to run the ball, play great defense, get short fields, what are you going to do? You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do. But I appreciate you, Scott. Scott Blady coming in with a super chat. I appreciate that. Much love. Alton Venezuela. What's up, Alt? Alton says, yo, Rico, you made an excuse for Kincaid only having 1 catch but can't give Coleman for only being targeted once. Come on, fam. He's a rook. What excuse did I make? He got targeted 4 times. Kincaid got targeted 4 times. The first game, he was double and triple and quadruple teamed. I didn't see that from Keon Coleman. Did you? I didn't see that. So I'm not making any excuses. It's just what it is. So rookie or not, that's a second rounder. I need my guy to contribute. That's just the way it is, man. Much love for everybody on the squad, but I need my second rounder to contribute. I need him to have more than 1 target. I do. I mean, he ain't getting double teamed. I know for a fact he ain't getting double teamed. So, but whether you want to say, well, Jalen Ramsey was on him, I don't think if Jalen Ramsey was on him all game. So, but we got short fields, you know what I'm saying? And we were able to score, you know what I'm saying, what, 4 out of 6 times that we were in the end zone. So I ain't tripping, man. I like it. I'll take it. Shout out to you, my man, Alton Venezuela. Shout out to you. So let me get to my points, and I want to get into my top 10, and then we'll get out of here and get these things cracking. So obviously every game we go ahead and we talk about, who deserved to, be on that milk carton. You guys already know what time it is, man. Milk carton alert. Who was missing in that previous game against the Dolphins? And it could be on both sides. I couldn't find anybody that was missing. Obviously, Kincaid would have been one that you would said would have been missing because we didn't really see much of Kincaid in game one, but we understood why. But he still was missing. He was still missing. But I gave it to Marvin Harrison Jr. because the guy was touted to be one of the best coming out of this class. He was supposed to be that guy, and unheard of. One reception, one drop, wasn't good. I had Marvin Harrison Jr. on that list. This week's list, 2 people deserve to be on that thing. 3 really, right? But I'm going to put Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Those 2 combined, they're making over, 200 mil? We'll throw Tua in there. They're making well over 250 mil combined. Those 3 were missing in action. I don't know what Tua showed up that game, but that boy throwing 3 picks. There's one of the receivers not even looking. The ball bounces off his shoulder. Tua throwing a pick 6. Bro, I don't know what was going on with Tua. Tua, instead of sliding, he's going in head first. What was he thinking? I don't know. Missing in action. I don't know what Tua that was, but that wasn't the Tua that Miami Dolphins were looking for and waiting for. Tyreek Hill, not a great game. 3 receptions, 24 yards. Jalen Waddle, 4 receptions, 41 yards. 7 receptions between the 2 of them. Big shout out to the Bills defense for shutting that down. Big shout out for that team shutting it all the way down. That defensive front, great scheme, great execution. Didn't let these guys get behind us whatsoever. We were all over them. But Tua, my goodness, man. There are times when, injury, and this is not even the injury. Speaking of the injury, I'm looking at what he did that game. 17 for 25, 145 yards, nah, bro. That ain't it. So Tua, you got time to clear your head, make your decisions. I know you decided to not retire and play, which I totally agree with. I think you're still going to want to play. You're still going to have that itch. So you don't want to make that decision in right now where things are heightened, right? Take the time to think about it. And I think that I love that you're just going to go on injury reserve and just chill out and then, go from there, resume career from there. But that brother was missing. Tyreek Hill was missing. You know what I'm saying? And Jalen Waddle. Those are the big 3. That's a lot of money on that offense, and none of them showed up. Man, I should take that game check from y'all, man, because y'all didn't deserve that game check. But that defense came through. So big shout out to the Bills defense that came through. But Tyreek, Tua, Jalen Waddle, man, y'all deserve to be on that list, man. Y'all deserve to be on that list. So big shout out to y'all, and big shout out to the Bills defense that came through, and they came through in a big way. So I'll take that. I'll take that away. And that's why I'm waiting for this upcoming game to see them duplicate. Not even duplicate, just do it another time, man. Just keep stacking up and keep stacking up and keep stacking up. That's the way we look at it, right? So going to next week's matchups, right? We're going to get into it with my man Z-Bot once we're ready to roll. But we won't touch on it yet because, we got the previews to go. Jaguars game is on Monday, so we got enough time to really touch through and touch it. But I wanted to get out of here with giving you guys my top 10 list. So if you have a power ranking of your top 10 list, drop it in here and let me know how you guys feel about it. So I'm about to give you guys my top 10 list, starting from 10 and going up to number 1. So let me get my notes out real quick and go from there. So so I'll go with this. I'll go honorable mention, and then we'll go from 10 all the way up to 1. So let me see if I can type it live as I go in. I didn't expect to do it today, but you know what? No, we're going to read it the way we need to. So here we go. Honorable mention, Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't have them in my top 10, although they're 2-0. I do not have them in my top 10. It's just that offense. I don't trust that offense. It's really, really, truly exactly how I see it. That offense doesn't do it for me. Justin Fields, solid player. I don't see it. I just can't. I'm trying to, be really hard to say, they're 2-0, but they're 2-0 on the back of that defense. Mike Tomlin always has that defense ready to roll, always. And if you have a healthy TJ Watt, TJ Watt is always going to be a problem. So to me, honorable mention Steelers, honorable mention Seahawks. The Seahawks are also 2-0, right? So and Zach Charbonneau took over for our guy Kenneth Walker and did a formidable job. And I got the Seahawks honorable mention. Not in top 10. They didn't crack the top 10, but here's how I have it going. Here's the deal. Then why are you hating on the Steelers, man? The Steelers always play people tough. They play people tough always. So here's how I have these rolling. Number 10, I got the Vikings. The Vikings taking down the 49ers last week was huge. And they did it with Sam Darnold, that most folks might say, yo, your career is going to be done. Your career backup going forward. You're the guy that sees ghosts, all that stuff. Sam Darnold was like, yo, let me hit you with that 97-yard bang and get this party started to Justin Jefferson. So I got the Vikings at 10. I got the Chargers at 9. Chargers are also 2-0. And the Chargers being at 2-0 is a big, to me, is big because they've found their run game, right? And obviously Harbaugh coming back to the NFL, he's known to value the run game. You better have great old linemen, and you better be able to run the football in this game, because if you can't run the football, there's not a whole lot of winning that can happen, right? I know this is a passing league, but you got to revert back to the run game. You got to have a run game in order for you to even have a chance to even speak on these things, right? You got to be able to run, because when the playoff starts, can you run the football, right? You need it when it gets cold, November, December. Can you run the football? And these guys are already doing it right now. J.K. Dobbins is looking great. So Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, and they haven't even kind of warmed up yet with Justin out there. So I got the Chargers at 9. Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay Bucks at 8. I got these boys rolling right now. Listen, Baker's got his swag. He's got his swag. When you know Baker's got his swag back when he's dropping back, he's scrambling, and he puts a nasty juke on the defender. Baker Mayfield, and then gets into the end zone. Get out of here, man. Yo, the Bucks are 2-0. Give the Bucks some love. I got them at 8. If you don't like my list, man, go sit on the cactus. All right, at 7, I'm going to give it to Philly. Philly, although tough game, you guys could have won that game, man. You guys should have won that game. Personally, I think you guys should have won that. Y'all let Atlanta back in the game. You guys could have handled that. You should have been 2-0. I'm still going to have Philly as he's still a damn good team. I'm still going to have them contending. I got Philly at 7. I got the Lions at 6. Y'all losing to Tampa. I mean, I expected a little bit more. Walter says, yo, the Eagles should have been 0-2. You really feel that? You feel the Eagles should have been 0-2. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't see it. I think they're still a great team. I think they're still a solid team. I still have some respect for them. I have them at 7. I actually went back and forth with Philly and Tampa. I was going to put Philly at 8 and Tampa at 7, but I was like, nah, I can't do that. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'll leave it at that. So Philly at 7. I got the Lions at 6, losing to Tampa. And Jared Goff is one of those guys that I like Jared Goff. I'm a fan of Jared Goff, but he has this, and I had him as my fantasy quarterback last year. He's got these games where he goes off and you're like, yo, that's why you're one of those guys that took your team to the Super Bowl. That's why you got yourself a second contract. That's why you revitalized your career and the Lions. I can see it. And these guys were ready to go last year. They were just this close from, going to the dance. That close. And then you lose to Tampa. So I'm like, okay. So I got you respectively at 6. Number 5, bro, the Saints. The Saints. Got to give it to the Saints. Yo, putting up 91 points in 2 weeks. I get it. Your first opponent wasn't one to really, go at, but you still put those points up. But then you took down the Dallas Cowboys. And it's not that you just beat them. You beat the hell out of the Cowboys. You beat the brakes off the Cowboys. And you did it with swag at the same time. Derek Carr has revitalized. Yo, Derek Carr is looking good right now. He's getting rid of the ball early. He's got time. He's got weapons, bro. Give it to the Saints. I got these boys at 5. Get the Saints at 5. Here we go. Texans 2-0. Listen, they struggled against the Bears. They had some moments against the Colts, but nonetheless, they're 2-0. They found ways to win. That defense is strong. So is the Bears defense. But I got the Texans at 2-0. I got them at number 4. San Fran at number 3. They look great week 1, solid week 1 against the Jets. And they just put the clamps on the Jets, man. They ran the ball down the Jets' throat. They just looked at the more dominant team. And then you come out and you do that against the Vikings with Justin Jefferson getting hurt later on. I don't know, bro. I mean, that was a shaky game. Y'all should have been able to beat the Vikings. And the Vikings stole one for you guys. So I got to put San Fran at 3. And guess what? I got the Bills at 2. The Bills coming out and coming back and taking care of the business against the Cardinals, being down 17-3, getting the defense to kind of step up at the end. But Josh Allen was the cog that got things rolling. He was the reason that team won. I got these boys at number 2, and then they come in and absolutely demolish the Dolphins. They take care of business against the Dolphins. You guys already saw it, and Josh didn't really have to do a whole lot. This game was about defense. This game was about special teams. This game was about time of possession. Yo, we got the job done and got out. Oh, I got the ball back again, got the job done and got out. We were putting points on the board, man. And then to put icing on the cake, we got a pick 6. Man, I'll take that. And last but not least, we got the Chiefs at number 1. Chiefs look good, man. Chiefs look good. They look good. They're always going to be competitive. They're always going to play hard. And that was a great game against the Bengals, although the Bengals, I mean, some are crying that, that was this and that was that. Fam, listen, y'all lost the game, but the Chiefs right now, defending champs, they're 2-0. Got to give it to the Kansas City Chiefs. So here's how I have it from 10-1. Vikings, Chargers, Tampa, Philly, Lions, Saints, Texans, San Fran, Bills, Kansas City Chiefs. That's my top 10 power rankings. Some might say, I don't know about that list, but you know what? This list is always subject to change. Next week, there's going to be a team that loses a game where you're like, what? How did that happen? What's going on? We shall see. I got who's coming in. Austin says, yo, Chiefs don't really look that good, but they find a way to win. It's the name of the game, man. The name of the game is to find a way to win. I don't care how you want to look at it. You gotta find a way to win. And once you get the dub, move on to the next week. You move on to the next week and keep stacking them dubs, man. You see what the Bills are doing. We're 1-0. Ready? They go against the Cardinals. We're 1-0. All right, we beat the Dolphins. We're 1-0. You see the theme. One game at a time, man. 1-0. Let's go 1-0 every time. So you see how it is. That's how it's got to be. Scott Blakely said, yo, why does everyone assume Chiefs are number 1? It's not about last year. They're not playing better than the Bills right now. They're still playing good football, man. They're still playing good football. That defense is still wrecking teams, right? Chris Jones is an absolute problem. He's a problem. So it's not about last year, but you also got to realize that they're the defending champs. They haven't lost. They're 2-0. It's just what it is. Some might say, hey, man, you guys were down 17-3 against the Cardinals. But you saw how we willed our team back. We got it, and then we ended up dominating in the second half. We didn't let them do a damn thing in the second half. And then we just took care of the Dolphins. Some might say San Fran is above the Bills. I don't believe so. You lose to the Vikings, you get dropped. That's the way it is. So that's my top 10. If you guys like it, if you guys are watching afterwards, let me know what your thoughts are on your top 10. Rank them. Let me know, and we'll roll from there. So that being said, folks, we talked on the potential of this team. Can we trust them? And I'm gonna recap, man. Yes, we can. It looks great, right? Bobby Babbage has these team believing. Jamarcus Ingram, Cam Lewis, right? Now you got Dorian Williams coming into the fold. This is great news, man. Now Bernard being out, it's I mean for a little bit that hurts. It hurts a little bit, but we hope to get that soon shored up. But now we got to take care of business. Balen Spector, Dorian Williams, we got a big test ahead. We have a big test ahead. So I like what I'm seeing so far. You know what I'm saying? My man Steven says, yo, Bass makes me nervous. I mean, I think he's making a lot of us nervous. But, I mean, listen, we got to roll with what we got. We got to roll with Bass. That's our guy, right? But at this point, at this juncture, we're 2-0 at this point. And the way I look at it is we can stack these wins and we could definitely beat the Jaguars. The Jaguars right now, most people are questioning, like, yo, what's going on with them? Like they're not displaying how good they should be, right? Toe-to-toe against the Dolphins. Some might say they should have beat the Dolphins, right? So be it. And you go up against the Browns. The Browns go up against them and not great. So now we're going up against the Jags going up against a strong defense. but they've also had our number the last couple times. So we, as much as they have a lot on the line, not wanting to go 0-3, we can't lose to these guys again. And I'll use that excuse. The excuse was we lost against you guys when you guys were well rested and we're jet lagged and coming across the pond. Now we're even. Let's roll. Let's see how this all plays out. So that being said, folks, that's my time. I appreciate y'all. You guys know I do. And if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what y'all waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Get yourself acclimated with Z-Bot, myself. We're potting Mondays. We're potting Tuesdays. We come back and hit you on a Friday. Then we come back and hit you on game day with a pregame. Then we go live with my guy Pierre and give you all the goods, all the sound bites. And then we come back with a post-game show. Fam, what are y'all missing, man? You got everything you need right here, man. If you guys have not followed us on all social media platforms, what y'all waiting for? Hit us up on Instagram. All the updates are right there on Instagram. Hit us up on Twitter. We have Twitter. Get us up on Facebook. All those things are right there for your liking, for your taking. So that being said, appreciate y'all. Yeah. And for those that have downloaded the app to autograph, go ahead and get that. For those that are listening on podcast form from all platforms, from Spotify to Google to all that stuff, salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a fantastic rest of the week. We'll catch you guys back again on Friday. So until next time, it's your boy Rico. It's the Rico Report. And we'll catch you guys on the flip. Until next time, it's your boy. And I'm gone. Peace. Rico going live, talking to my people, cause the team's driven like West Her. Other teams can't, it's a repo. The opponents gotta call up Triple O. Bills Mafia, we heating up, we too electrical. We got Bean the Plug, electric show. We wired up, hit up Rico, he fired up. We know where we stand on the power ranking. Other teams fans in the comments hating, we block them all, we protecting Josh. Salute to him, he the general now. Rico got legends for interviews, how the Buffalo Bills got the best fan base away. Games red, white, blue in the crowd. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. Play good, be humble. Number 17, the captain. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic.
If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.